masterclass on mortgage domination with Luke Shankula, where we went super in depth as fast as we could on the mortgage marketing and what that looks like and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was good.
It was a good time. It was a good time. So,
like the next time we got I think people that are on there probably agree to. We need a 3-hour slot.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to get through all those questions at the end there. It was a little wild, but we got through everybody's questions, so I think that was pretty cool. Not everybody can say that, right? It was a good time. It was a good time. Sorry, grabbing the link to send out for our chat bot real quick here. And if you guys are not subscribed to the chat bot, make sure you subscribe to the chat bot so you get notifications about the newest stuff that we're doing, the latest cheat sheets, whatever it is that we have to offer. And also Whiskey Thursdays. You want to be available, right? So let me do that. Send out the alert. We're good now. Boom. All right. People are coming in. Let us know if you're watching live. Hashtag live in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments below. Also, let us know, where are you watching from? We want to know. Let's get some conversation going in the chat here. Have some fun tonight.
What a crazy week. Oh my God.
Right? And we've got some crazy stuff in the works right now. So it's like just boom, 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 content like crazy right now.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Like last week was the acquisition stuff that we worked on. Yep. This week was the white label membership site stuff that we worked on.
Which is going to be pretty sweet, I think. A lot of people were really interested in that when you posted in the group about it. So I think that's what people are really going to like.
And it's crazy. It's just, it's taken so much effort. I mean, you start these things and it's feeling like construction projects. I don't know if you ever did any renovations, but that's what it's like. It's like a construction project where you think, you know what, I can put together this backsplash in a day. And you start, tearing apart and wall falls apart, and then you're replacing cabinets, and all of a sudden you're buying new appliances, and it's kind of like that. So,
right?
Yeah, it really feels like that. So this thing that I thought would take 24 hours, it's like
here we are,
5 days in, 6 days in now, and I'm still not done. But it's crazy because you added a bunch of content to it. So 12 new videos, I think you added to that, and then also we're doing. Because it's white label.
Somebody said the link is to last week's. Doggone it. I just changed the link out. How did that happen?
The link to what?
The link in the mini chat. How did I do that? Oh, man. What a bummer.
So you sent the link to last week's Whiskey Thursday? That's okay. We're going to get a bunch of views on that, so...
Well, let me go in there and stop the broadcast.
Well, listen, we've got 4 viewers, so that's kind of cool. I know one of them is you, the other one's me. Who are the other 2 people watching?
Let us know who you are. They're lurking. They're enjoying it.
We got 5 now. That's okay. So this white label membership thing. At first it was kind of like, okay, let's just take what we currently have and then some of the stuff that Luke had and put it together. Then you and I kind of looked at it. We're like, you know what, we need to start adding a little bit more so it makes a little bit more sense. So you recorded all those videos. But we also ended up basically white labeling all the slide decks as well. And then providing all of so I've got this big document that's like all the slide decks, all the transcriptions to all the decks. So people can just read them off if they want to re-record their videos. And then all the embedded codes to the video. So it ends up being a much bigger product than I had anticipated. But it's coming together. It's almost done. It's almost done. Looks really good too. So happy about it.
I don't know if it's gonna let me do this. I don't know if it's gonna let me do this.
So that's it, right? So we're not.
Whoops. Facebook's gonna be like, you are a spammer. We're not sending anything out anymore. Oh, Facebook.
So what are we talking about? We got 4 viewers now. I think it was, oh no, there we go. Okay, I just got a bunch of comments here. So Gerard's here. How's it going, buddy? John, how's it going? Good to see you. And then Simon is here as well. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. So I think tonight, if he makes it, Anthony Mann's popping on, right? Why do my comments keep popping?
Plan, man. That's the plan.
Yeah, so Anthony's going to come on. We're going to talk a little bit about some stuff and some new upcoming stuff as well with him, and just talk about changes that he's bringing to the group. Good changes that I think are going to be exciting for everybody that's part of this group. And we're going to talk a little bit about some copywriting stuff, and
Yep.
Maybe we can steal some. Maybe he's been testing some of the stuff with the targeting and seeing what his take is on that. So we haven't spoken to him in a while about that. So maybe we can talk to him a little bit more about that. And then that's it. And we're ending it.
All right, let's see. Let's put some little emojis in here, and let's see if we can get the right link send out. I'm just gonna say, oops. sorry, everybody. Let's see here. Oh, there he is. Look who we got.
What up?
What's going on, man?
Oh, same shit, different day. I'm sorry. I really thought we started at 9, so I apologize for that. I was on the boat for a good amount of the day today, and I totally got my times mixed up. So I apologize about that, guys.
No worries.
It's all good. It's every Thursday at 8 sharp. You know that.
What do you think? I read things?
It's like 8 o'clock sharp. It's okay. Matt's screwing up the chat bots, so
Perfect.
Inviting people to our last Whiskey Thursdays. So.
That's all right. They'll go check that one out, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it was so good. I want to go watch this one." So,
and not only that, we didn't even throw up. Like we were just talking about this earlier. Matt sends me a message. He's like, "Did you throw up a notification inside the group that Anthony's coming on?" I'm like, "No, did you?" It's like.
Perfect.
Amanda.
We're just talking about like how crazy this past week's been and stuff. So, yeah, we're just talking about. I don't know if you know this or not, but we.
You're watching this, by the way. I'm kidding.
What's that?
I said blame Amanda, and then I said I'm kidding. If you're watching this, Amanda.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Kidding.
So yeah, and plus it's just a really busy week, with the mortgage masterclass today.
Yeah, how did that go? I know that was this afternoon, right?
Yeah. Do you want free access?
Yeah, sure. I'll take it. Yeah.
Everybody that's watching that page, like, what the hell?
Yeah. How was it? Did it go well?
It went really good.
It was good. It was good. I think it's really interesting because Luke spent he spent close to $500,000 in ad spend. He's done a lot of testing and stuff like that. He's basically saying the same thing that, Anthony, you've said, Matt said. I mean, just based on some of our original ad copies, it's like, keep this stuff simple. It's like,
simple.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be crazy complicated,
Well, I did a video in the group was it in the student group, the beta group, whatever, not that long ago, where I was like, hey, if you want to know how to run ads for basically anything, here's how you do it. And it showed you like, here's how you find the ads, like here's how you find, the sales pages, like here's how you see everything that other people are doing. And then mimic that, obviously make it your own, don't steal it, but mimic that. And then just work on the targeting, right? Which you work on the interest and build your pixel out and done. Next thing you know, you're generating leads in whatever industry you want.
Pretty much. People definitely overcomplicate what Facebook ads are. And in a lot of cases, it's really just as simple as put an ad up, see what works. If it doesn't work, cut it, try a new one.
Yeah. Well, you got to be making offers, right? That's the key. You got to be out there making offers or you're never going to win.
100%.
Somebody, Dixon says, nice to see you around, Anthony. Would be good to get a response, mate. Uh-oh. What'd you do, Anthony?
I don't know. What did I do?
Did you miss a message?
It'd be great to respond. All right, Dixon, I will look through my messages. If I haven't responded to you, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Public flogging. Next time you'll learn.
Yeah, I apologize, man. I try to go through my messages pretty regularly, but if I missed one, I apologize. I will get to it.
Yeah. So what's the latest, man? What's been going on? Closing deals, getting some stuff moving for the clients?
The summer's like an interesting time for me. So, I work 60 to 80 hours a week pretty much during, end of August, beginning of September, all the way through beginning of June. Once June kind of rolls around, that's kind of when I've noticed business, and you know, I've been in multiple businesses where I've just noticed that business kind of slows down in general. You know, people are on vacation, they're with their families, their kids are off from school, so business just in general slows down. So I've kind of designed my businesses to kind of float around the September through, you know, June times. So Louis, dude, you can't be yapping like that. So, you know, this
unreasonable.
Summer's been,
you're being unreasonable.
It's definitely been busy, but I'm definitely spending, you know, a good amount of time on the boat, which has been really nice. But you know, again, everybody sets up businesses differently, and this is just the way I have set up my businesses over the years to kind of let me kind of remove myself from them for a couple months, and I don't totally disappear, but I'm definitely less accessible during the summer, to put it nicely.
Makes sense. I
Well,
mean,
that's awesome. At least you get some time, and you know, and I get to spend some time on one of your two boats.
We got, you know, it's funny. I think I was telling you, I got the I'm part of this like boat club. So I was like 5 locations on Long Island. I live on Long Island, for those of you who don't know, in New York, and basically there's like 5 locations that I can go out of. And it's amazing, because if I want to go to like Fire Island one day, I take a boat out of the South Shore. If I want to go fishing or up to Connecticut, I take a boat out of the North Shore. So I can literally go anywhere. It's a really like cool, fun thing to be able to do. And, you know, obviously boating's a summer thing. So it's just, I spend a ton of my time doing that. So, you know,
this is actually kind of an interesting topic. And only because, I've noticed a change. I always notice a change with the ads kind of in July, August.
Yep.
And I noticed this, like, you know, when I first started doing this, things started getting really expensive. One of the weird things that I started noticing, and I noticed this with one of our clients, is where we started getting a lot of renters in July.
So do you know?
This.
Yeah, so it happens like that, and the logic behind that is, so there's 2 pieces to that puzzle. So one is, most people get out of college in May of every year, right? Mm-hmm. So they're going to go home, they're going to spend a month or 2 at home, and then they're going to rent a place. So like, for instance, if you're in New York, you might spend, you know, the end of May and then June at home. By the time July or August rolls around, what's going to happen is you're going to want to rent your apartment, right? You want to go to New York City because you got your job in the city or whatever it is, and you're going to rent it. And then what happens is year after year, what happens is that same time, because you have a 12-month lease, right? You now have to rent a new apartment. So that July, August, you know, into June, July, August is typically the hottest rental market everywhere, because that's when people are moving into apartments. You'll also notice something kind of crazy when it comes to the rental market is you'll notice prices uptick leading up to summer. And as soon as September rolls around, you'll start noticing price drops on every single rental.
Right.
And it works. It's across the country. It's across markets. It's pretty insane how it happens. I didn't really believe it until I actually watched New York City one summer, and I could not believe how it ticked up leading up to June. And then as soon as September rolled around, people were, oh, month free or 2 months free, and like, you know, New York City landlord doesn't give months away for free. So it was really interesting to kind of see how that rental market changes. But that's why renters are kind of on the prowl right now, because they're actually interested in real estate right now, because they're like, all right, do I buy or do I rent again for another year? So it's definitely a huge uptick in renters.
Makes sense. And you guys, if you're watching right now, let us know, are you seeing your ads slow down? Are you seeing a lot of renters come in? Are your costs going up? What's going on with your ads right now, and what you're doing? Jimmy's question, what should you do if an ad campaign started out great, then goes 2 days with no leads, duplicate, change targeting, increase budget, or get more pixel data? If it goes 2 days, well, it depends. I mean, what's your budget?
Yeah, literally first question, what's the budget?
Yeah, how much are we spending a day? Because if it's 150 and we're not getting any leads, it's a little different than if we're spending 5 and we're not seeing any leads.
Correct.
Right?
Something I've noticed over the past couple months, and more so like the past month, has been where we're getting these days where the lead costs are really shooting up high. Mm-hmm. And then like, so I was like 2 weeks ago, I was noticing this, like Monday, no leads, Tuesday, 2-3 leads trickle in. And all of a sudden Wednesday, tons of leads, Thursday, tons of leads, Friday, no leads, Saturday. I just left, like they're still running. I just leave. I don't have time to mess around with them.
Interesting. I mean, I know Facebook has been going through a massive amount of changes. You know, they're gearing up for their changes coming in September. So there's been a whole lot going on the back end, and I'm sure you guys have experienced the ad account issues and everything that goes with it.
A lot of people are getting their ad accounts.
Don't even care to give myself agita to discuss. A lot of people are.
They're getting them shut down right now. They're just randomly getting shut down. You know,
So it's not random, Matt. We talked about this, right? We talked about this like months ago.
Some of them are, but some of them are like new ad accounts, and they're just getting shut down.
That's interesting. If they're new ad accounts, that's interesting.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. So, you know, I helped a couple people get them restarted or whatever you want to say, because like I've had so many shut off and gotten them back on that I've just got like almost a script that I put out there, and like it gets them turned back on. I would say probably 80%.
It's a good script, you know.
It is.
It's not a bad script. So
you know, doesn't someone sell one of those? Doesn't like Dan Henry sell like Get Account Back or something like that?
$47.
It's just 47, something like that, right?
$47. Yeah.
That's hysterical. I don't. Was it him? There was like someone who did it.
Yeah, I have people message me all the time now.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I just got banned. How do I get it back? Well, first of all, what were you doing? Oh, I was running affiliate offers straight from the ad account. Like, well, they bye-bye.
Yeah.
But if they're legit, then it's like, all right, let's get this thing back. Even if they're running affiliate offers, we still sometimes get them back. It just depends, right?
Really?
Yeah. So we've seen some that had clear violations come
like
back.
Clear violation. That's not even like I didn't realize that was a gray area.
Yeah.
That's a blatant violation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God.
Is chat working? You guys, if you can, I see chat is very quiet. If you guys can
is the chat working? It's very quiet.
I'm not sure if it's working. Like it looks like it stopped like 5 minutes ago. Type like a 5 or something like that in chat. Let us know if it's still working here. What just happened? It just got quiet.
I'm pretty sure it's
Lindsay came in and said, "What's up?" Was going through the video training, and then everybody just silence. So I don't know if everybody jumped back on the video training or something, or what it was. They were like, "Oh, great idea, Lindsay. We're out of here."
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna go do that too.
That was a great idea. Awesome. Actually, that's a great idea, Alina. If you're live, hashtag live in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments below. But anyways, so we were talking a little bit about the
as usual, we want to know where you're watching from, because Matt's always just interested in kind of a creep like that. So
we got to get we got to build an algorithm to actually track where people are when they say where they're from. like
are you really
lights up
from
on
there?
the map, you know, like it pops in.
That would be cool. Let us know if you can do that.
I can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I wish I could. I think that would be cool as hell. But yeah, nope, not me.
Love it. But anyways, we were talking about June through September. It's interesting because June through September it's not terrible for real estate, but you can still get in touch with real estate agents. When you can't get in touch with real estate agents is like November through December. So it's something. When you brought that up, it reminded me that a lot of people should probably start, if you're not already, really pushing your client acquisitions right now, because when you hit November in 3 months, you're not going to be able to get in touch with your agents anymore.
Correct.
You're not going to be able to acquire, like, it is going to be very difficult to acquire clients between November and just like the end of December. So if you are thinking about growing your business, which I hope if you're here, that's what you're planning to do. But if you're thinking about growing it, you want to grow it, you should be pushing right now so hard, because you're going to run into basically 2 months where agents are not going to want to do anything because they're going to say nobody else wants to do anything.
Yeah. Also, with that being said, you know, for the people who are taking on clients September, October, offer deals for them to prepay through the end of the year, right? If you normally charge $2,500, be like, hey, if you prepay the next 5 months, I'll do it for $2,200 a month or $2,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
Get them through the rest of the year. Because like Matt said, you know, especially at the end of November, beginning of December, all the way through the end of the holidays, you're not going to be able to get in touch with your agent. So if you already have their money paid and you can't get in touch with them, not really your problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough. But also, if you have a client, if you're able to be getting them leads when they come back the first week of January, they're gonna love you. Right? Mm-hmm. Because that first week of January, they're going to have so many people that are ready to go that have said, wait till we get through the holidays. And they're going to call back and be like, hey, you're through the holidays.
Exactly.
It's time. Like,
exactly. You generate someone 200-300 leads in December, and they come in, January 2nd, ready to go for their New Year's goals.
Yep.
They're going to be like, wow, I got 300 or 200 people to make a phone call to right now. They're going to be really, really happy with you.
yeah, I always took the majority of my listings. Whether or not they went up right away, I don't know. I mean, a lot of them didn't go up until later on in the year, but I took the majority of my listings in writing between like November and the end of January.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yep, because there's just so many people that want to hold off, and there's not as many agents that want to work during the winter up here, anyways.
Oh, you're totally right down here too. I mean, I'm not that far from you, but
yeah, over here.
Yeah, over in these parts.
Yeah. Lindsay says, I set up a lead ad for a client and it's not showing any data now for a day and a half. Any thoughts?
Yes. Make sure you're looking at the data for today, not yesterday.
I can't tell you how many times I've done that.
You would be surprised. Like, you don't even realize it sometimes. You're like, I don't understand. Why is this showing the same thing as yesterday? You're like, oh, because it's still on yesterday.
I love it.
So we haven't talked to you, Anthony, in a while because the last time you came on to Whiskey Thursday, it was just before all these changes with the targeting that have happened, and we talked about what we need to do and why everybody needs to be scared, and and all the marketers need to quit and leave all the business to us.
Correct. Yeah, I totally agree. Everybody quit. Just throw your clients. We'll make a spreadsheet for you guys. Just name, phone number, and email address is all we need.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. No, so we talked a little bit about, don't worry, everything's going to be okay, and we'll figure things out, right? So, so since then, I'm sure you've gotten new updates to your ad accounts, right?
Yeah, we've gotten all the new updates. Honestly, not really a whole lot has changed though. I have one client who. I'm actually teaching his daughter how to do ads, right? Part of the deal with him was that, he wanted to hire an on-staff person, which was not me, but he, understood that, he wanted me to work and he wanted me to help her be the best ad person that she could be. So when I work in his ad account, I work with her basically in the ad account. And so she's got kind of like a great deal because she gets access to me pretty much whenever she wants. But with that being said, I mean, the changes that have happened really haven't affected much because the way I've done ads for years hasn't really changed, right? Like because I was a real estate agent, I understood fair housing laws and targeting and things I was allowed and not allowed to do. It kind of put me at a real advantage because while all these marketers were out there saying, oh no, you got to do targeting like this and you got to do this and you got to exclude this and you got to do all these things, right? I just kind of let Facebook be Facebook, and it has been really good to every single one of my clients. They call me all the time freaking out like, hey, what's going on with this? We just heard Facebook is changing this. And I'm like, yeah, we don't do that. So you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So we haven't really, with all the shit going on, we really haven't noticed a major difference in anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's days where Facebook has glitches and we have, ad costs, CPMs and CPLs through the roof. And there's nothing we can do about it. It just is what it is. But with that being said, our actual strategy to making ads and targeting and this and that really hasn't changed much. It's really been exactly the same as it's been over the years.
How are you? One of the things I'm a little bit more frustrated about than anything else is the 50-mile radius. I mean, it's
no 15 mile.
Yeah, the 15-mile radius.
You ain't even doing it wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Agent Tatum, they're like, we're not driving that far.
Like 50 miles around New York
miles?
City, you're gonna be in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, whenever I do my targeting, I'm picking up 4 states.
Yeah. So I don't really mind. So here's the funny part about the 50-mile radius that most people don't know. And everybody who's listening, the 14 people on right now are going to get a huge, juicy piece of information.
Ooh,
okay.
#value.
Although it's a 15-mile radius, you're still allowed to exclude towns. So if there are towns that you do not.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
How do you exclude towns? It's locked in.
15-mile radius.
Yeah.
In the town, get your agent to say, I don't want leads in these 10 towns. Right?
But there's no exclusions.
There is exclusions for you can exclude towns themselves.
I'm bringing it up right now.
I'm like, wait, what? Let's see.
I did this 2 days ago I just did this 2 days ago on one of my ad accounts. So I was actually helping someone and they were like, I don't understand. Like they were getting a ton of leads in this specific town. It's within the 15-mile radius, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, have you thought about excluding that town? And they were like, what do you mean? I'm like, just type it in and exclude it. And they excluded it, and they were like, oh, that makes a shitload of sense.
All right, I'm looking right now.
Yeah, I'm looking too because the exclusions are gone.
Let us know. What do you think in the comments? Do you think this is going to happen or not going to happen? Are we going to be able to exclude or not exclude? Who you rooting for?
All right, hang on. I'm share my screen. Let me share my screen.
Now you got me going. Now I'm looking too. I'm like, I did this 48 hours ago.
Yeah, but 48 hours. I mean, that's a long time in Facebook ad world.
It's a long time in Facebook advertising world. That is true. All right, let's go in. Let's see what we can do here.
Okay. Right. So test housing.
Yep. Let's see. What's your vote on, everybody? What's your vote? Gonna happen? Lindsay says it's gonna happen. Simeon also says I'm clueless. Why November? November, it gets cold in any of the northern states in the U.S. So
yeah, just say goodbye to real estate in November.
People bail. So agents don't want to work a lot of times between November and December because there's holidays, because it's cold, because clients don't want to go outside, all that fun stuff.
Did anybody bet yet?
So Lindsay says it's going to happen. Let's see.
Okay.
Canada.
No, you got to do a U.S. location because that's really where it matters, right? So just do. I'll give you my town.
Where do you exclude?
So watch. Do Huntington. Do Orlando. That's fine. Orlando's fine.
Close enough.
Okay, great. That works. Okay, now click.
Is it above where you hit exclude?
No, I'm telling you, the exclusions are gone.
Okay, go up a little. Go up a little. You see that button? Look at that. Look at that word right there on the left side. Left and out. Exclude.
That's for custom audiences, though.
Click exclude.
All right. Because it used to be right here.
It was right there.
Yeah, it was until they changed it.
Huh.
Ah.
So this is 2 days ago, huh?
Yeah.
You
I was
can't
going to say,
exclude
I
anymore.
wondered about that.
You can't exclude. You can't exclude locations. Yeah, because that would have made it awesome. Like,
Well, hold on. Let me think about this. How I did this. Hold on. I'm going into my ad account. Hold on. now I got to take a look at this. Hold on a second.
yeah, so location selections must include all areas.
Let's work on that. I'm going to go through. Let's see. Jestej just jumped on. What's going on, Jestej? Maria just jumped on. What's going on? Lindsay, we already talked. Did you figure out what was wrong with your data, Lindsay? Alina, how's it going? Harjad, Thomas, how are you guys doing? Jim's here. Ricky's here. Kari's here. Kalechi's here. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming on your Thursday evening to spend some time with us while we try and figure out some new Facebook hacks live.
I was going to say
it was the date for Lindsay.
Yes,
I love it.
It was the date. I love it.
It's the little things, I swear.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
It literally happens to the best of us.
apparently he got 5 leads.
Which is why I immediately knew what the issue was.
Right? He's like, oh, I got 5 leads. Steve Taylor says, what's up? What's going on, Steve? How you doing? Simeon says, does the new policies involve Canada? Great question, actually.
No.
Christian's here. What's up, Christian? So the new policies, Shane, what do we find out on that?
Only U.S. only.
U.S. only. So they don't affect Canada yet.
No.
Give it
They're
time.
not going to because of fair housing.
Oh, that's right. Because that's a U.S. thing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's U.S.
I'm wondering if that client was a Canadian client.
Ooh, good question.
Well, that's my Canadian account.
Right, but that if you're doing a location in the U.S., it may still not let you.
Right.
Did you try a location in Canada?
No, because I selected. So once I select the special ad category, then it changes everything, right?
Right. Huh, what? Come on.
And if you guys are here right now, did you get the update in your ads manager yet, or do you still have the old school stuff? Oscar is jumping on. What's going on, Oscar? Let us know. Are you like, how many people still have the old ads manager, like the one from 4 days ago, right? How many of you have that one versus the new one with the special housing, employment, and what was the other thing? It's housing, employment, and let's see. Housing, employment,
Credit.
Okay. So how many of you guys have the new one with the housing, employment, and credit stuff? Simeon says old school, but I'm in Canada. Will it change? Well, if you try to use it for US clients, there's a very good chance it will. Maryville, what's going on? Alina says she has the updates. Svetlin, how's it going? How's everybody doing tonight? Again, if you guys are watching live, hashtag live in the comments down below. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay in the comments down below. We are currently going through Ads Manager, trying to see if there's a way to exclude cities in the US. And it doesn't look like that's the case currently.
Okay, so no, this is a US client. I'm looking at it right now. I'm in one of my US clients and I have the include exclude on it.
Really?
I do.
Yeah, but did you select the special ad category when you created the ad?
Ooh, good question.
That's the difference, right? When you create the ad, you have to select the special ads category.
And if they find out you did it without doing that, that's when you get
Shut
So,
down.
all right, so I guess the ad account has not been updated yet.
Really?
Yeah, so this ad account has not taken the update yet because this is the same one as a couple days ago.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, but okay, at least I know I'm not fucking crazy.
Yeah, right. Ing says she has the update. Anthony is live. Lindsay's live. Awesome. Awesome. We're going to be getting into copywriting soon here, talking a little bit about that. So let us know, guys. Are you doing your own copywriting for your ads or do you farm it out? Let us know. Because that is something we're going to be getting into. Something that I think is kind of important, just a little bit.
Just a small little amount. Interesting. Okay, so here's the thing. So for those of you who don't know the way Facebook rolls out updates, so Facebook rolls out updates in phases, okay? And when every time you see Facebook break, it's because they rolled out an update and did not roll it out in phases, and there was a bug in that. Okay, so right now, Shane and Matt obviously have
hacked by Russia.
Or you got hacked, exactly. But obviously, Shane and Matt have some clients that they have ad accounts that have been fully updated. I'm sure I also have clients that do, but I have not yet seen one that will not allow me to exclude certain areas. So if you still have the old ad account, you can still exclude those areas. Once you get the new one, Shane has just showed us, you cannot.
You're done.
That's it.
Well, I mean, I can do it if I don't use the special ad category.
Right.
Busted on that one, and there goes your ad account, and you're gonna be reaching out to me.
It's not worth doing in the end, right? Like we got to figure out how to do it the right way without messing with Facebook or the law, you know, which is where the great marketers stand out from the good ones, right? Where you figure out that one little thing to make a difference, and you can then get your clients results that they actually want versus, you know, getting leads that they don't want. So I can promise you guys this, we will figure out a way, but I don't know if we'll share it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
The first person, you know what happens, right? The first person is going to charge for it. And then the 50 people that buy it are going to give it away. So I'm just waiting for
Yeah, I mean, that's probably
that's
true.
the guy
Honestly,
that's going to
if
give
I
it
figured
away.
it out, I would honestly just give it out because it's one of those things that if you could figure out a way to get your client the right leads, that's what we're here for, right? We're all doing this because we're trying to help everybody do better business, right? Yeah. We're, you know, yes, do we make money in the process? Of course. But something like that to make a big difference, that's one of those nuggets of values that keeps everybody coming every Thursday, right? That's what it's about.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Hey,
So,
sorry, Matt, really quickly, I'm going to switch to my phone because my internet's like wonky.
weird.
2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yep, we'll be here.
No worries. Let us know in the comments, what kind of questions do you have about copywriting? What kind of questions do you have about copywriting?
Even better, do you guys know what copywriting is?
Fair enough.
Yes.
I didn't until several years ago.
I mean, it's one of those things.
I'm writing a book.
You're writing a book now?
Yeah, I said, does it mean I'm writing a book if I'm a copywriter? I write
No.
books, or what is it? Like, I was very confused a few years back before I got it figured out.
Yeah, Paul says, why am I so bad at it? Paul, I bet you're not nearly as bad as you think you are. I mean, maybe you are, but I bet you're not nearly as bad as you think you are. And I think with some small tweaks, you could probably be a hell of a lot better than you are. But yeah, so who? All right, Paul, why don't we go with this? How many people here struggle to write copy? Like, what is your struggle writing copy? Like, what do you struggle with? Is it the long form? Is it the short form? Like, what do you struggle with, and why do you think you're bad at copy? Unless I copy it, I can't do it very well.
Here's a good one. How do you not sound salesy?
Well, that depends. I don't know, Matt, you want to take that one? Or you want me to take that one?
How do you not sound salesy? Why don't you take that one?
All right. So I think there's two answers to that question. I think in some cases you want to sound salesy in your copy, right? I think that you want to, you're trying to, so just as a for instance, right?
Should we define salesy first?
Yeah, we could define salesy first.
So what exactly are we looking at when we say salesy? Because I mean, that could mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But let's call it sounding like, I don't know.
Maria, thank you for being
car
Wikipedia.
commercial.
I appreciate it.
What's that?
Yeah, I said, Maria, thank you for being Wikipedia. I appreciate it.
There you go. Yeah, so I would say salesy, like the used car commercial, right? The one that plays over and over that's annoying with the guy in the weird outfit. Let's call that salesy. So how do you not sound salesy?
Yeah, so again, I still think there's two things that I think. One, in some cases you want to sound salesy, right? And here's what I mean by that. So not every instance do you want to not sound salesy. So if someone comes to a sales page in your funnel, you're trying to sell them, so chances are you're going to want to sound salesy, right? But the ad to get them there, you probably don't want to sound salesy, right? You probably want to pique their interest. You want to give them a reason to basically click through your ad and get to your sales page, right? So I think there's a time and a place to sound salesy, but I don't think that's it. I think that there's a happy medium between, there are different types of copy for different scenarios. And I think people miss that sometimes, where they don't realize, okay, there are scenarios where I need to sound like this, or I need to sound like that. Mm-hmm. And in other scenarios, they need to sound like just the regular person, right? I'm just Anthony, and this is who I am, right? So I think there's definitely multiple parts of copy when people are writing that really make a difference.
Makes sense. Yeah, and something about those used car commercials and whatnot, like they're on there because they work. It is direct response.
They work. Yeah.
It's direct response marketing. Mm-hmm. So salesy is not always bad. It's not like we're telling you to go be salesy at Christmas dinner. We're not saying that, but writing
don't
good.
Have somebody buy your course at Christmas dinner. That's not okay. Yeah.
Right? Unless they really need the course.
True. Very true.
Or masterclass, right?
Right, or masterclass, right.
So, all right, let's see. What is everybody saying? Why am I so bad at it? How do you not sound salesy? I can't do it unless I copy it. Long form. I don't even tempt long form because here's my concern. I feel like with your ads, the more you put, the more things you have to make sure are optimized for conversion. Interesting. So it's really about trying to keep it simple, rather than a disdain for writing long form.
I don't disagree with that. I have seen long form copy work exceptionally well.
Yeah.
But me personally, in my business, I use much shorter ad copy. I typically don't use long form, but to anybody that does, listen, if you're killer at it, awesome. Like, all the power to you. It's just not what I use in my business.
Amanda's here. What's up, Amanda? Yeah, no, I 100% agree because what?
Oh my God, Shane is here twice. Oh my God.
We won.
Shane, are you at Area 51 right now? Is Shane at Area 51 right now?
I don't know. Do I need to remove your other you?
Yeah, please. I don't know what's going on.
All right, I think I did it.
So frustrating. Did you remove it?
Great pose. I tried. I don't know if it did.
Let's get rid of that participant.
Remove.
I can't.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Bummer.
Frustrating.
I think. Do you want to remove?
Sorry, guys.
Let's try it again. All right, no, it's not letting me boot you. All right, it's all good. You guys are gonna get to stare at that all night.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
You know, you should put us in gallery view, so you know. You
Look
can
at it. It's so like serious. Can we just like dissect this like it's a piece of art for a minute? Look at just the way he's looking at the computer. Is it frustration? Is it sadness? Is it anger? You can't quite tell.
He went black on me now. He went black screen on me.
Who did?
Shane's black screen on me now. It's now I have him the working one, and then I have like a gray screen on the other one now.
Oh wow.
Oh now I have 2 gray screens for Shane.
Oh no. Wait, no, I see 2 frozen versions. This is amazing. This is amazing. Shane, I don't know what's going on, but this is awesome. Double Shane. There he is. There he is.
He's back.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are not drinking too much. There are actually 2 Shanes.
There are actually 2 Shanes. It is not because you had too much whiskey tonight.
Oh, man. So we were talking short form, long form. Yeah, I always lean towards short form copy, whereas Shane is usually much better at the long form copy. And I lean towards short form because I have a hard time writing a long form ad, right? Because I'm like, wait, I said what the point was. How do I say it again longer? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I got to the point. It only took me 4 lines. Why would I write more?
Right.
But Shane will go on and Shane can write, 2-3 paragraphs in a ad copy and it'll sound good. So, and I guess I really don't understand how to do that very well because I just tell Shane to do it. I'm like, dude, we need ad copy.
To do it.
We need ad copy, man.
I'll give you my secret. Do you want my secret?
What's your secret?
You hire somebody.
You hire somebody who knows.
So here's no. Just so here's what the crazy thing is too, right? And Matt, I know you've seen a lot of my copy, and
yeah,
and I don't know how or what or like why I can actually write this stuff, right? And I mean, some people might also know this. Like when I was 21, I could barely write in English. And I think it's just from, at 21, I could barely write in English. At 7, I couldn't speak English. So it was, and I had it was just really crazy. Well, just over time, like
a boot. So
that's the Canadian, right? That's not being able to speak a language. That's Canada.
And every time he says it, I giggle in my head.
Oh, man.
Again. But I think part of it, I mean, if you want to learn.
He keeps freezing. I love it.
He had the biggest grin on his face when he froze. What's up, Alex? How you doing, bro?
Maria says she bought access to funnel scripts. Actually, yeah, same here. Funnel scripts is amazing. I'm a big fan of that. We should have, doggone it, we should have had them sponsored.
Affiliate link. I have an affiliate link. Anybody want?
Affiliate link.
Anybody want funnel scripts? I got an affiliate link.
Copy session if you buy funnel scripts through our link. No, it is really something that's helpful. I use it a lot of times for headlines and hooks and stuff.
It's great for headlines.
Yeah. Perfect webinar script, stuff like that. Let's see here. So where are we at? Learn how to clone yourself in the next masterclass. There you go. Boom. That'd be a good masterclass.
That'd be good. I don't know if we were going to get to teach that, but
yeah. Well, I've been working on a time machine, but it's stuck in last week. So, is the copy for buyers easier than sellers? Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more people interested in buying.
Yeah. Everybody wants to buy a house.
Well, yeah, and I also think like every renter too, like if you're renting and your lease is coming due, you're always kind of in the back of your head thinking, oh, well, I could rent for another year, but why don't I just take a quick look and see what's out in the market? Can I afford it, right? So I think that buyers are much more abundant than sellers ever will be because there's only a finite amount of real estate, in the world. So there's only so many sellers that can actually sell while there's essentially an infinite, well, not really infinite, 7 billion, buyers that are technically available.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Alex and Alex both just jumped on. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, guys? Near jumped on. What's going on? Near Philip jumped on. What's up? Jimmy, before we get back to our copy question, Jimmy had a question earlier about his ad sets, right? and 2 days with no leads. Each individual ad set has a budget of $8 to $15 a day, but there is a total of 9 ad sets. Okay. So far, half of them are trending this way. What things should I be trying to isolate the problem?
Can you repeat that again?
So
$15 per ad set, 9 ad sets, 8 ads in each ad set?
No, 50. Let's say $10 a day on average. 9 ad sets. Half of them have no leads in 2 days.
So you have 9 ad sets, but why do you have so many ad sets?
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering the same thing.
Like, why not
if I
just
had
use
that many ad sets? I would probably be testing which ones are going to work and which ones aren't, and I'd be shutting off the ones that aren't working.
Here's the other thing, like, and not really many people talk about this, but like, if you have that many ad sets, you obviously have there's some. I'm guessing it's a product, but if it's not, then you're testing pictures and copy against each other. And to do that properly, you shouldn't be using different ad sets. You should be using dynamic creative and letting Facebook figure that out for yourself. Sure. And just use your $90 a day budget, and Facebook will figure that out really quickly, like really, really quickly.
It does. It does a great job.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that many ad sets. And I'm guessing, like I said, my guess is you're using different pictures and copy, and you're testing each picture and copy against each other. And that's pretty much not the best way that you can do that. Different areas, different is this the same person who asked the question, Jimmy?
Yep.
Different areas, different pages, different pages.
Yeah, Jimmy, we might need you to shoot a little video and let us know what's going on, so we can really dive into that, because it sounds like there's a lot of details we're going to need to get this up and running.
Yeah, we need a lot. A lot on this one.
Let's see. Philip says, just coming in, and Shane is in 2 screens. Helena says, the marketing Brady Bunch. Everybody says they see Shane twice frozen, but I think we're good now. This was from earlier. I feel like long form performs well in fitness ads. That's right. We were talking about copy, so we'll get back to that. Are we going to see ad examples? We'll see. We'll see. So long form versus short form. Anthony, what are your thoughts?
So again, long form copy has its place. I don't personally think it has its place in ads for real estate or mortgage. I just don't think it's necessary. Does it have its place in certain industries? Sure. If you're a course creator, long form copy is going to work phenomenal. But we're not here because we're course creators. We're here because we're in real estate and mortgage advertising.
Right.
So I personally tend to, track towards short form copy. However, on a sales page or a listing, if you're doing a description for something like that, then yeah, long form copy is very important. A lot of you are marketers here, not real estate agents. So I think that long form copy.
Let us know. Are you a marketer or a real estate agent? We'll kind of go both routes depending on what the makeup is.
That's a good question there. But Lindsay is asking, what do you consider long form?
I would say more than a paragraph. I would say short form to me is like features, benefits, right? Features, benefits, offer, or hook.
Yeah, I would think like 2 to 3 sentences total with like a checklist would be short form copy to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then when you go through, where you have to scroll through an ad, that's long form. Like when you're really scrolling,
if
right?
You have to hit see more and it goes down more than what you have up top, like more than another line or two, then it's probably long form.
Yeah. Well, did you see the new change they're making? Facebook is only going to be putting the first 3 lines of copy in the ads now. And then
so they're going YouTube's route.
What'd you say?
They're going the YouTube route. I did hear about that. I forgot about it though.
Yep. 3 total lines and then a see more button. So everybody who's not already writing really short form copy better really start to understand how to do it, because getting people to click that see more button is going to be harder and harder and harder. You have 3 lines to get it done. No longer. I think, what do they have now? 5 or 6 lines now?
Well, and not only that, but think about this. Everybody's on mobile nowadays. So your amount of text that you can fit in 3 lines is not the same as it was on desktop.
Nope. Not even close.
So can you tweet something valuable enough to get somebody to click?
Essentially, that's really what it's going to be, right? It's probably going to be about 150 to 200 characters total.
Yeah.
Where that's it. And God forbid you go to another line, like you're losing the rest of the characters on that line.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Alex says, my wife, I'm a marketer. My wife is one of my clients, the big boss agent. I love it, Alex. That's right. I talked to Alex a while back. He was getting some crazy results for his wife. I mean, she was closing a lot of deals from Facebook leads. So pretty awesome. Then we got marketer, real estate agent, loan officer. Dominic, what's going on? Dominic was just on the masterclass with us and was looking for the Whiskey Thursday. You found us.
Found it.
You found it. So awesome. So we got marketers, we got real estate agents. And you said you actually prefer long form inside of the description for a real estate listing?
Yeah. So like if you're taking, listings,
Mm-hmm.
you have to describe the house, right? And I find that most agents do the same thing, right? They do absolutely beautiful property located on tree-lined street, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, beautiful backyard, pool, tennis, like it's the same description, right?
You know what's funny is for my real estate descriptions, I always went to like some luxury properties and then I just reworded them to fit my little, $250,000 property I listed.
Every single property, like figure out a way to tell a story in that description, right? And I think a lot of, I think a lot of agents miss that, and they think, okay, well, someone just wants a description of the property, versus realizing that somebody really wants a story about that property, right? If you could tell somebody a quick story in those same in that same amount of room, you're going to get a much better response, right? Just like with anything else, all a listing is, it's an ad. Right? That's all it is. It's an ad for a property. So treat it like an ad.
Yeah. Makes sense. So when it comes to long form and short form, you're leaning towards the short form. What are some things that people really need to focus on? Because I think a lot of people get caught up like with what they should put out there. Oh, it's got a fireplace. Oh, it's got 4 bedrooms. Oh, it's got 3 baths. Oh, it's got a finished basement. Like at the end of the day, now you've got a list of things about the house. It's not what you would call ad copy.
Right. No, that's certainly not. And here's the crazy part about that too, is like in the actual listing, all of the things that they're telling you the house has are already listed there. Like they don't need to hear again. Like if they were looking for a $350,000 property or let's say $350,000 to $400,000 property with a minimum of 3 to 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and they found your property, they don't need you to tell them in the description that it's a 3 to 4 bedroom property with 2 bathrooms. Like they're well aware that is what the property has.
Like, hey, this actually fit my filters.
Right. Like this is crazy. Like, oh my God. So I don't know. I could go on and on about copy for it. And I think, I'm certainly not an expert on copy by any means. Do I write plenty of copy? Absolutely. But I'm certainly not an expert on it, right? And I like to think I'm, the best at everything, but I certainly know that I'm not. So I have people I defer to, and I'll write stuff and I'll send them to them. And Alex Camelio, he's one of the guys that's actually commenting right now. He's one of the guys that I've worked with for years, and he's literally a guy that I defer to constantly on copy. He's just he's a direct response guy. He understands how it works, and it's crazy. Like some of the things that I tell him, he'll reword the entire thing and I'll be like, well, you said that much better than I did. Like same words, just in a different way.
Alex says there's no length on interesting.
That's true. Yeah. So when he's talking about
That's
long,
what she said.
Right. Oh no. Hashtag me too.
I couldn't help it. Whiskey Thursday, everybody. Welcome. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay don't hurt me. No.
Replay don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me. Actually, somebody, Alex says LMAO. See, there you go. Shortened to the point. So
yeah, that's a perfect example of short form copy.
There you go. There you go.
Have you guys tried no copy?
What's that?
Have you tried no copy?
No copy.
I have tried no copy.
Yeah. You tried it, Anthony?
I have. So I have a client who does, he does a ton of videos. He's a videographer that basically follows him around. And he puts out, like it's very Gary Vee style, right? He has the long form stuff that he does. He has his weekly vlog that he does. And then he takes that vlog and he cuts it down into 10, 20, 30 pieces of content. And he puts the words on top and the word on the bottom. And he's got the minute clips and this and that. And we literally tested out a bunch of stuff, short copy, long copy. And honestly, the no copy worked the best. When it comes to videos, no copy worked better than anything I've ever seen for him. And now, don't get me wrong, like it's a lot of retargeting that we're doing with him. So people already know, like, and trust him. People have interacted with him in the past. They're friends of his, or they're people who like his page and this and that. And he's a real estate agent, so like, he's known around town. But his stuff, I mean, like, we get 10-second video views for like half a penny on his stuff.
Whoa.
And literally, it's no copy. It's just the video.
Insane.
The other part is there's no call to action on them. So his videos will have 200-300 comments on them with people asking questions because there's no call to action. There's not like a, hey, click here for this or click here for that. It's literally just content that he's putting out. It's very, very different, and it's working phenomenally.
That's awesome. Is anybody here running video ads? And what is your cost per 10-second view? I'm curious. If you're running video ads, what's your cost per 10-second view? Because I think half a cent is insane.
It's like, hold on. Actually, let me pull up his account real quick. Hold on. You're gonna crack up.
That's insane. Well, and then you got YouTube. What's it average? 3 cents. I mean, for something that's not super competitive, you're going to average somewhere around 3 cents per 15-second view.
Honestly, I don't know the numbers on YouTube off the top of my head. Yeah, so he's got, this is hysterical, 33,400 10-second video views at 0.005 cents per video view. He's spent a total of $154, and this is just this month. I'm sorry, last month, so July 1st to July 31st, a total of $154 to get 33,400 and change 10-second video views.
That is insane.
It's insane. And he's got, trying to look at the comments here. Let's see, it doesn't give me the comments. How do I look at that?
Paul's running video ads for his swim school, costs around 5 cents per 10-second view. Nice. And I'm sure
that's not bad numbers. Those are great numbers.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe
Great
with a little bit of copy. And Alex says no copy still includes captions, though. Definitely need the captions, which is copy.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
It needs the captions. People are drawn to that. It's in the video. It's sitting there, and like I said, it's a very Gary V style. If anybody knows who Gary Vaynerchuk is, it's a very, very his style video.
Who?
Gary Vaynerchuk? No,
Just kidding.
Oh,
oh man. Does it show how many comments are on that?
I would, except it's not giving it to me in the ads manager.
What? How many comments do you guys think are on that? Take a guess. What is it? 34,000 views? I guess 1,700 comments.
It's probably hovering around a 5% number, so probably about 1,500, 1,600 comments.
Let's see. Alex is Gary.
I don't know which one is which. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me right now. 33.
I'm just curious.
One. Reach. Impressions.
You capture email addresses for people who watch the video. No, not just for watching the video. However, what's cool about it is you can pixel them. And so you can get a magic list. I call it a magic list. You get a magic list of everybody who's watched it that you can run through Ads Manager. You'll never see who they are, but Facebook Ads Manager allows you to retarget them and show them more content. So
here's a cool stat to go with that, guys. So 10-second video views at half a penny, 33,478 total video, 10-second video views, right? Mm-hmm. Video watched at 100%. So I just said it was 33,478.
Okay.
Video watched at 100%. And these are 1 minute long videos, 33,096. So only 300 people dropped off watching 100%.
What? Only 300 dropped off.
300 and change. Yeah, 33,478 to 33,096.
That is
just under 400 dropped off. So 375, let's say, to be safe.
So his video script must be amazing.
That's honestly, it's just a piece of content that he pulled out of doing like a podcast.
That's insane.
Like, it's not even like he made that video to like for an ad or anything like that. It's stuff he was already doing. He took it. He had like a great little, 1 minute piece of it, broke it down, and yeah, it's insane.
That is wild, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
And it's that easy to produce video content. I think that's a lot of people forget that it doesn't have to
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
incredible
video content. It's just content.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So Anthony, let's chat a little bit about, so we chatted a little bit about copy and stuff like that, but let's talk a little bit about, now that we've wrapped up the mortgage masterclass, and that was a big thing for us, something we've been anticipating for a long time, and we've been trying to get Luke to do that with us, and we finally got him to agree to do it after months and months of asking. I'm just kidding. But I think for people that didn't see the One Whiskey Thursday where you came on, that's how.
Oh, Shane, your voice just cut out, man.
Gone. Shane's out. He's about to freeze.
What were you gonna say, Shane? What were you gonna say? You hooked me in. Great copy.
Hang on a sec. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're
You
here.
sound
You're
way
here.
better now.
You're back.
Do I sound better?
Yeah, your mic
Yeah.
just changed. Not so echoey.
Plugged it in. It was unplugged this whole time.
That's amazing.
You should have said something. Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Anyways, so for those that were on that Whiskey Thursday, may have remembered that we talked about how Anthony's going to join the group, moderate, be a little bit more active, stuff like that. Sounds like you've been pretty busy because we haven't seen you here in a little while, but
Been a little busy.
yeah. But the goal is here, at least over the next few months, to get you in here, helping out, things like that. But another thing is that you're going to take over. I don't know if take over is the right word, but you're basically going to be heading up a lot of the master classes that are going to be coming up over the next, a little while anyways, right? So that's kind of cool. And what's kind of cool too is that it's going to bring new audiences inside the group. It's going to bring different experts and bring, your circle of people
Absolutely.
out of this group, being able to teach and things like that. So I think it's going to add a lot of value to the people that are here already. So that's really cool. And with that said, not that we want to announce anything tonight, but there is something in the works coming up. And I think you're probably going to make an announcement sometime next week about it.
Yep.
So
I'm thinking Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I'm just, we have to finalize a couple last details. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be making an announcement early next week about the masterclass for August. And just for anybody that's watching, it's going to be the third Thursday in August. So if you even consider, being a part of it that third Thursday, block that off. It'll be, probably 2 to 3 hours or so. And it's going to be a very, very interesting one. We did discuss one of the topics today that we're going to be working with on that masterclass. But I think most importantly, it's going to benefit not only marketers, but it's also going to benefit real estate agents and basically anybody who's running ads or doing any sort of funnel or pretty much anything in their business that really wants to make a drastic change and become, I wouldn't say an expert at something, but become much better at it. I don't want to divulge too much information, just, nothing is finalized at the moment, but yeah, I'm sure it will be finalized very quickly. So like I said, early next week, we're going to be making that announcement. Shane, we're going to shoot for Tuesday or Wednesday for that. And we'll do that, during the day. It's not going to be any scheduled thing. We'll just pop on here once it's finalized and we'll kind of go from there with it. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. And hopefully guys, and again, for everybody that's still here, I know we got about 15 people here. For anybody that's here, we want to do this pretty much once a month. We want to bring you some new value, not just about advertising, because, there's only so many things we can teach you about advertising, but learning about business and other parts of your business and how to better your own business and your client's business is a very important part to me and to Shane and to Matt. I know we've talked about this, a bunch of times, but, really they're here. They started this group to really, help marketers and agents become better advertisers. And I think this has evolved into something much bigger than they even thought it was going to. So, bringing me on, I was really thankful when, we had the discussion about it. So, taking those next steps with you guys and being able to bring value from my contacts through the real estate world and the business world, I think the entire group is going to get just an immense amount of value from the people that I'm able to bring on. So I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, guys, just stay tuned for that announcement. Like I said, probably early next week. I'm thinking Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're excited about it. So, and you know, Lee just said it too, right? We think that this is going to bring just a whole new, you know, a new audience that'll be able to interact with this group, which is, I think, going to be really cool for the members that are already part of this group. So, awesome. What do you think, Matt? You excited about this?
I'm excited. Can't wait.
Awesome. Good stuff. Well, listen, guys, I've had a crazy, crazy week. I'd love to just go to bed.
Just crossed the hour mark. We just crossed the hour
Yeah.
mark. We were trying to keep these a little bit more concise for everybody who's jumping on, so that our troopers don't have to work so darn hard to be troopers. So that being said, yeah, we did. We had crazy week. We want to thank everybody for coming out tonight.
So Matt, just real quick before you sign off, just for everybody who is still here and who might be watching the replay, like I said, early next week, we're going to make that announcement. Next Thursday, the person doing the masterclass is going to be on Whiskey Thursday with us. Okay, so you don't know who he is yet or she is yet, but they will be on with us. You guys can ask any questions you need to or want to. Tell him or her things that you want to learn on that masterclass. This is going to be something that he or she has never taught before, and something that he's going to be making, or he or she is going to be making specifically for this group. So it's going to be
Doesn't matter now.
Yeah, but it's going to be something.
This person
is going to be really doing for this group. So, everybody who is, watching this, make sure you're here next week, because the more feedback and the more stuff that you guys can ask, the better that class will be. So I really look forward to seeing everybody next week with him and with Shane and Matt as well. All right, Matt, back to you.
Sweet. So once again, thank you everybody who came out for Thursday night, our Whiskey Thursday show. If you're live, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Also, if you made it this far, you watched the whole thing, hashtag trooper. Where are our troopers at? We love them. Trooper Army. Yeah, I think that's it, right?
I'm good.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. And we'll
See you guys
see
later, man. Okay. Have a good night.
Later, guys.
Just waiting for it. How far behind is this thing?
It still says live.
There we go.